Hey everyone, I'm the Real Lebab. You're watching the A20 Guardian Hunter game analysis. This is run number 45. Oops, this is I was originally playing a different character at Ascension 15, so almost out of habit I went back. This is Ascension 20. I said it in the intro. Let's start. So spoilers for last run. I did not make it past. I did not make it to the Act 1 boss because of dumb decisions. That's just how it is, though. Also, I got myself a new mouse. I was playing on trackpad before. I have to get used to this again, but it should make gameplay a little bit faster since I don't have to click absolutely everything. I can use my number keys to play cards. I can also scroll with the mouse wheel. I'll have to see if I can hear the clicking in post-production. I can't filter that out, but I'll know if it's there. This path here is looking really good. This path, not so much. There's no gold option. There's either Nia's Lament or 7 max HP. And before I would definitely take Nia's Lament, but now with the changes to the few cards in the kit and to bronze gear, I might not be so inclined anymore. If I did take Lament, though, probably go up through this way for the best chance of snipe. Wouldn't be able to get a second snipe, though. I think either way we still go up through this way. So it was only 2 and 2 anyways. On this side here we can get... Is it also 2 and 2? Yeah, I guess it is 2 and 2 either way. Oh well. So, how do we make this decision now? Well, I do have an unsocketed gem, and if I fight Jawworm, I might end up taking a bunch of damage. It's interesting because for the base game, even the decision on this is actually pretty split. Some people really don't like Nia's Lament because it doesn't provide you any value past the first 3 fights. And some people don't like the 7 max HP because it's so... it doesn't have... probably for a very similar reason, it doesn't have that much impact in the rest of the game. Personally, I think that this is fine, because if it saves you HP in the early game, you can use that HP to take more risks in the first act. And especially on a character like Guardian or Silent or Defect, I think this option is really good, just to make sure that you don't take a bunch of damage early, and then use your late game power. You can survive to use your late game power. So I think I am going to still stick with this. Maybe at some point I'll get more confident with Guardian to the point where I don't think I need that anymore, but I doubt that would be the actual case. So part of Nia's Lament, of course, is being able to snipe an elite with it. If we go through question marks in the shop, then there is a good chance that we use our third or maybe even second charge on this. And if we got really lucky, we could go this way through all these question marks and get 0 fights and then snipe both elites. That would be pretty funny. Only problem, of course, is that you don't get card wards from that. And since we're hitting a shop here, I'm very inclined to just take these fights, grab potions and gold and cards, go to the shop, power up a little bit more, and then take these elites normally. Slime boss at the end of the act should not be too big of a problem. So although I think Elite Snipe sometimes has merit, I'm definitely more inclined to powering up in the more conventional way. Okay, Floating Orbs, Walker Claw, Time Bomb. I think this is a pretty easy Time Bomb. Floating Orbs we don't have the support for yet, although we could build into it in theory. Time Bomb is really good, front-loaded area of effect damage, which Guardian lacks. And Walker Claw is expensive, so one thing we do have to think about is that this exhausts, but it does also accelerate all cards in stasis, so we could take some stasis cards, some stasis support pretty aggressively. was me using the number keys for the first time in a long time. Right. Well, these are both. Well, no, this isn't accelerate. Both of these like having cards in stasis already, which is the opposite of what Time Bomb is doing. I think we take our usual vent steam. Okay. Clone, Frag Gem, Incinerate. Yet again, an Accelerate card. Also, we have a Tourmaline, which I'm probably just going to throw into the Twin Slam. So taking the Frag Gem is not recommended. I also don't have Strength for it. So that leaves the Clone as a possibility with Time Bomb. I think we can do that. Accelerate helps a lot with making Clone viable. Alright, let's see if we can survive this fight without taking too much damage. We've been through 3 fights and got 2 potions. That means our potion chance is at 30%. If I use it now, I'd be gaining 3 block. We can probably do better than that. What about Colorless Potion? This is pretty variable. Definitely has more utility in longer fights. But also, if I get a potion from this fight, I will be throwing this out, most likely. So getting some value out of this, I think, is just important. So let's try it right now. Secret Technique for another defend sounds pretty good. Or, even better, since we're being attacked for 11, Curl Up. Gear up, defend. We'll do this first, and then curl up. There, it saved us 6 HP. That's pretty darn good for a colorless pot. Part of me... Oh yeah, this is the bug still. 31 damage, sheesh. Look, as long as it's there, I'm still going to use it. Strike for strike, also good damage. I don't remember what I was about to say before that happened. Oh, but I did get a potion, so it was good to use the colorless there. We are down to 20% chance, though. And this isn't amazing. It's not useless, though. Second Tourmaline, I did say that we wouldn't have a slot for the Shiv. I wouldn't want to put it in Vent Steam without Strength anyway. But I could take another Tourmaline and socket them both in Twin Slam. It would just take a while. Strike for strike, though, I think, is really, really good damage, and I'm going to take it. Come on. I did get more gold than on average. I got 62 out of over 4 fights. The average is 60. If only I'd gotten a little bit more. This is exactly the average cost, too. Oh well. Another strike for strike on sale is interesting. Especially because we already have 1 Tourmaline. Like, the synergy isn't that strong, but it's there. And a little bit of boost in damage is pretty important in the early game. I could definitely see myself taking this and then just having a lot of burst damage. There's also... We could do Discovery card remove? No, that's 165. Yeah, we gotta do a card remove, though. I think... I remove a strike here, since we have double strike for strike, Time Bomb. Yeah. Is there any world in which I remove a defend? I don't think so. Not yet. Maybe if I knew that I was building into strength and more brace, I would, but I haven't gotten any brace cards. And I would need a decent amount of it, because I can already enter defensive with Curl Up, Bronze Gear. So yeah, let's just grab this. Buy Strike. Too bad Stasis Field was too expensive as well. Costs the same as the membership card. If I had gone for the Elite Snipe route, I probably would have gotten here and been like, man, I wonder if I would have been able to afford it. Alternate Universe me, the answer is no. I can take a recover. And with Time Bomb, I think that's a great pickup. See, I'll buy a common. Okay, now do we hit a question mark first? I think with this much HP, we still want to take more fights, which is here. I think if there was... I guess if there was a question mark here, I would still take that second. Would I? Sometimes it can power you up, and that makes you more equipped to fight elites. We already have a ton of HP. This is going to be another hard pull fight. We'll have one to worry about here, but I don't think it'll be that big of an issue. Yeah, I think with 68 HP, we want to keep taking fights. It is Gremlin now. And we enter defensive mode turn 1, which I don't think we want to do. Although I could be wrong. However, I could also use Blessing of the Forge to upgrade Curl Up specifically, so that I can put Vent Steam into stasis. And then by the time it comes out, it will be much more likely to hit strike for strike. Or I can just play it, put Twin Slam into stasis, and then use the 2 turns of Vulnerable for the upcoming attacks. That seems pretty good. That way I don't have to wait 2 turns for value. And if I miss next turn with Vulnerable, that would be pretty bad. I think we saved this for much lower stakes fight. And yes, since this is our first elite, and we haven't gotten... Well, we've gotten some good cards, but since this is our first elite, I do want to take it seriously and not wait to use stuff. I think Clone's going to come out too late. This kind of sucks, though, that we drew this hand. I really wanted my good attack cards. I don't know if this will be enough otherwise. 1938. Oh, it is exactly enough? Amazing. But I do have to take 6 damage, so... Downside? I'll take it. Art of War. Not the greatest with what we picked up yet, but there's still room to use it. We've only picked up 3 attacks, and we removed a strike. Other stuff is a gem, recover, vent steam, clone. Although we will be socketing this soon. Frag gem is back. Time Sifter, not necessary again. Unfortunately, being our rare. Walker Claw, we have no strength. And as I learned in a recent episode, you kind of need strength for Walker Claw to stay good. Especially if you're going to take 2 of them. Frag gem, huh? Nah, we'll skip. I don't think Time Sifter is good enough either. We have Accelerate already. So most of the time it's going to be just accelerating a mostly empty stasis orb. Stasis slot. Then again, you only need 1 card in stasis with 2 turns left. Not worth. Oh, give it to me, give it to me. Yes! Is that enough? It is. I was nervous that it would leave 2 alive, but thankfully they all rolled their HP pretty low. Hey, roll attack is here. But also planning and pre-program. I think pre-program vastly outclasses planning. The only time that planning is better is in terms of raw power. The pre-program lets you plan your next turn, as well as pick the exact card you want. So that's still very powerful. It's not raw power, it's, I don't know the word you would use for that. The adjective. Roll attack is a solid card, but we already have good damage. So I don't want to take a 2 cost if I don't have to. Let's take 3 program. Alright, let's get this into Twin Slam. Yeah. And then what do we upgrade? Twin Slam? We can also upgrade our big damage cards. These will do 25 damage when vulnerable. That's Wild Strike levels of damage when upgraded, by the way. Wild Strike upgrades for 5 more damage. Time Bomb, also very good. And that scales twice with Vulnerable. And Strength, well, the Vulnerable I think. Actually, the 4 extra damage does not scale with Strength. The card overall does. But there's no additional Strength scaling from upgrading it. They are looking into this, by the way. They've been made aware. We're just waiting for the patch. I think all of these are good upgrades. How will we do our damage in the late game, I wonder? I think we upgrade the AoE first, in case it's sentries. I'm also eyeing up the Super Elite here. I'm hoping to get potions somewhere along the way. We'll have to see. We don't have a gem for Twin Slam yet, but by the time we do, we would want a socket here, and not next act. We do have other gem slots. I don't think this is a huge priority right now. If it becomes a huge priority, it'd be because we got a good gem like Citrine or something. In which case, I'd be fine just waiting. Am I sure I want to do Time Bomb and not one of these two? Yeah. I want to make sure that AoE fights do not somehow live. Eternal Feather is amazing. It was sentries first. Interesting. Let's see. I think I want to clone something. Probably Curl Up, actually. Or I could clone Twin Slam. Curl Up would be to re-enter defensive mode, possibly by taking damage. We would need another 20 brace, which means we either need to play Curl Up twice, or twice after that one, or one more time after taking 10 damage. I'm going to go with the damage route. We're going to gear up, clone the Twin Slam. I think we clone the Twin Slam. Maybe we can clone Recover. There's an idea. Keep us safer during the fight. Because I don't think we kill fast enough. It's only 5 damage, by the way. The Thorns, and by the way, this is technically 9 damage, but the 4 damage only comes after being attacked, so only 5 damage counts for keeping us out of getting of losing HP. So yeah, let's go with this instead. Alright, enter defensive. Hopefully we draw some block next turn. We didn't draw any defense, so I'm feeling hopeful. Also, we have Art of War going off, which is great. Time Bomb. Okay. Well, I can't get rid of the artifact here. Maybe I could use this. There are 2 gems that apply AoE debuffs. And those are both 0 cost. So using this, I'd be able to do, what, 2740 damage to a target of my choice? I mean, I don't see this being too useful anywhere else, so let's do it. There's Garnet. Check that out. Oh, and I can do Orb Support to grab another card. What is this? Yeah, so like I said, this is going to be 40 damage here. Since the Vulnerable applies twice, it'll go to 18 to 27, and then 27 to 40. So I want to hit something else. And next turn, we're going to likely have 2 defends, I think. The only way we wouldn't is if there's 2 defends here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 plus 10 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1 is 35. 3 out of 35 is roughly 8.5%. No, roughly 8.5%. Maybe 8.7. So very low chance of drawing only 1 defend next turn. It's like a 1 in 12. A bit less than a 1 in 12. A bit more than a 1 in 12? So we actually want to go for this one. First things first. Let's do this. 40 damage. Actually, do we just have a kill here because of this? That's insane. It was close. Not quite, but now we'll have a strike next turn. The game really made me wonder there for a second. Gosh. Old coin. Okay. Well, there's no shops left, except in question marks. Amber's here. For more accelerate that we don't really need. Right? Maybe. We could put it in Vent Steam, use it for later. We could also put it in Twin Slam. Thing is that Time Bomb only happens once because it exhausts, and it affects everything in every card in stasis once instead of the same card multiple times. So I'm not getting full value if all my stasis slots aren't filled. So, and that can happen if I draw this early on in a fight rather than later, when I've gotten my other cards. There's also planning and charge up. This isn't a Guardian Act, so I don't need to take charge up. I could also Amber and pre-program. Alright, I think there's potential there, so I'm going to do it. Maybe we can make stasis combos at some point. Also, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've gotten 3 potions, so our potion chance is 50%. If we don't hit here, I'm gonna have to think about perhaps not going for super. Because we only have one more chance to get a potion before then, and 60% is not very high. Unfortunately, I can't kill, and even if I had upgraded this, I wouldn't have been able, because it's 17, and I don't have thorns. In addition, it would have only been a 50-50 that this was the correct one. So I think I have to do Gear Up, Defend, Strike, and already this number is hurting us, but whatever. Nice thing about this being below 13 HP is that if we play Strike for Strike on it, it will not retaliate, because it's dead. I'm going to play Recover here. Because that put us into defensive with the damage we took. Same as Curl Up would have. Alright, potion? Not a potion. Shield Charger. That makes us very safe for Super Elite. Whatever it is, we can just accelerate and gain 10 block out of nowhere. That's even good enough for Knob. Although it does probably cost... Although it could cost a skill play. Incinerate's also here, which is funny. I am running out of damage cards, but maybe it's okay. Stasis is usually very strong, so I'm not worried about our damage output. I think I will take this. And I'm still confident that we can take this, so I'm going to go left. Alright. Strike for Strike does exactly 13, so we don't need to target this. We're very likely to hit. And if we don't and they're going to debuff next turn, then we can just hit it with like a Strike or something. Oh yeah, Time Bomb can also get it. If I play Vent Steam here... I should probably do that anyway, just in case Time Bomb comes and do 40 damage. Time Bomb? No. Thankfully we didn't need it. Alright, I guess we'll clone and defend since we got nothing else to do this turn. I guess we pull Shield Charger in, and then use Time Bomb. There's that 10 block. And now we get 10 block next turn as well, so it's like we've just started over the fight, and they're only attacking for 6. That being said, They're dead. Duplicate potion. Okay, that's great. That's very good. And now I can even justify taking the other recover. Now that I have the amber. And recover is very strong, so I'm going to do that. It is strength Lagavulin. Usually you're worried about the defensive ones early on. I think I'm going to clone curl up this time, so that I can enter defensive on the correct turn. I could also just wake Laga up right now. I could clone curl up Amber to accelerate, defend strike for strike, and then next turn gear up curl up. Either way, I think we still do this. If not, we do want to wake up next turn. But considering that we have a defensive mode available to us right now, I think we want to start early so that we can get all this damage in whenever it comes. Alright, let's wake you up. Okay. Let's see, what does pre-program have for us? Nothing amazing. We will need block next turn. So let's do this. I thought I had another defend in my hand. What happened? Whatever. By the time this if it hit this, then by the time it came out, we would not be able to use the thorns. So I'm going to do it now. Actually, I should have played the strike so it had a 50-50 to hit this, but we got lucky. 7 damage. Now we have 20 block. So I guess I was wrong about needing damage this turn. Or needing block this turn. Maybe I wasn't. Let's see here. We're going to reshuffle. Let's bring back pre-program. So I can properly plan my turn next turn. Or just use Time Bomb to get the card immediately. I can also use this to brace. For free. Which I'm probably going to want to do anyway. Yeah, let's just do that. That being said, that is most of Lagavulin's health. So, if we got a kill right now, that'd be great. Awesome. Very nice. Gem Cannon. Ooh, baby. We've got... well, we could have 2 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gems. We already have 2. Gem Cannon can carry you very, very far. So let's do it. Alright, thankfully we got 3 block cards. Very nice. We only take 3 damage after playing 3 block cards. Something is wrong with this picture. I'm going to clone the Time Bomb for damage when we need it. I'm going to even just use it now for some damage. Even though that brings out the defend. I could even just use this next turn. Just put it back. I'm doing this in 2 turns in case we didn't draw Ben Steam this turn, and we didn't. So yeah. We also didn't draw enough block for this turn, but that's okay. We'll do that. And then I guess I'll do this. That doesn't split, but that's fine. Now we kill. Very good. Future plans. No. We have enough stasis already, I think. Yeah. Do I take a third recover? I don't think so. Emergency is funny, but I still think it's pretty weak. Recover. Let's resort these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess 5, 6. Yeah, I've already overloaded on recover stasis stuff, so let's go to the campfire. Heal up. Do I want to throw this into something now? Just throw it into pre-program immediately? There is the chance that we can use pre-program to put shield charger into stasis, and especially going into Act 2. It's very the enemies there are very aggressive, so turning this into front load of some kind could be useful for us. I think we can find a different way to use Twin Slam as well, so I'm going to do this. Actually, should I wait for a quartz? I can't guarantee we're going to get a quartz going in here. Also, we're at 54 HP. Despite fighting 3 elites and all these hallway fights, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so 8 hallway fights and 3 elites, including the Burning Elite, we're still at more than 2/3 HP, which is insane. So now what do we upgrade? I'm feeling like upgrading our burst damage, like our strike for strikes. That'll make our hallway fights in Act 2 go a lot faster. Pre-program upgrade is also interesting to make sure that we can hit shield charger more often. It's either offense or defense. I don't know if our offense is good enough to... Well, if we want to take on like Slavers or Gremlin Leader or something, these are probably good upgrades. It's also good for Slime Boss. We'll do the upgrade here. Alright, pre-program, what have you got? Time Bomb? I also have 5 energy this turn. You know what? If I play Gem Cannon this turn, that's 20 damage. And then by the time Time Bomb comes out, we can maybe have an amazing split. Yeah, we don't need this yet, so let's just use the gems. They're not super important to for this fight. So I will take my 20 burst damage. Okay. Now this turn, hopefully we draw Vent Steam to get that extra damage on Time Bomb. We got it. Awesome. Look at that damage. 30 split on Guardian, although 13 of that damage is damage that shouldn't be there, you know. Well, we can't bring anything back that'll come out immediately, but we can bring back a big attack. So I will do that. I could have also used the dupe potion there. I don't think it's necessary. We're going to heal up most of the damage we take here anyways, and we're not taking damage anyway. In theory. I can clone the shield charger instead of placing it into stasis. 17 this is? Weakened, that'll be 12. So I need another 8 damage somehow to kill one of these. I don't need that much to split, though. If I'm not mistaken, this one hits for more damage more often. So I want to target this. Split it at 8 is pretty good. Oh. Or will we split it all? Doesn't look like we will. Can't attack if it's us if it's dead. Although we are getting hit for 11. Don't hit strike for strike? Good. Thorns. I suppose it would not matter because I could have waited to do the damage anyway. Wow. Come on. I guess this is what I get for not faking damage cards? I guess this is what I get for splitting the slime early? I don't know. Well, that makes me sad. Taking a little bit more damage there whenever the fight is already won. Anyway, Onyx. Ooh. Permanent Thorns. That's really interesting. Also Construction Form. Construction Form probably wins here. Front-loaded defense and scaling offense in one card. Although the idea of a Thorns deck is interesting, buffers, an upgraded buffer is already so good. Frack 2. Yeah, too bad. This was the interesting play. Giga Beam, I don't think we do Giga Beam here. I know that's also another gem for Gem Cannon, but we're going to find enough in time. Oh. Speaking of which, question mark? I think this is a pretty prime Pandora's box. We did remove a strike, but still 7 transforms are chances for gems and more sockets. And we don't have a strong direction with our deck yet, just good value. So that works very well. The alternative would be Cursed Key, I think, since we want energy a bit. But then again, it's not super imperative that we take energy. It'd be good for construction form turns. Keeping the buffer is really important. And we have some good cards that we want to keep playing, but we also have stasis. So if we can just stall with 3 energy, we'll be fine. I'm going to pick the Pandora's box. What do we get? We got a Fierce Bash, Guardian Whirl, another Clone, Metallicize, another Vent Steam, Roll Attack, and of course Spiker Protocol. I don't feel very positive about that one. Oh well. We'll see what we can do with it. I think the biggest downside of taking Pandora's box is losing your defense when you need them. We also don't have very strong defensive mode entry. We have Roll Attack Recover now as an option, instead of Curl Up, and we do have 2 recovers to make that more common. I guess we also technically had Recover Shield Charger, or Recover Double Shield Charger. I don't think these are very good cards, other than maybe Vent Steam. And I guess Metallicize will help a bit. It's kind of like playing a Defend every turn, but you're frail. Okay. Well, we might enter defensive mode quite a bit here. I want to hit an early shop. If I can, there's another shop there and there. We can hit 3 shops this act if we want. But yeah, with 609 gold, I think I'm absolutely starting here. Which means that this is not an option, unfortunately. That was a 3 League 1 Campfire route as well. This left side is actually pretty bad, isn't it? I guess we could... Wait, that was a 3 elite, 2 campfire route. Wow. I think it's worth giving up one of those things for a shop. Is it worth giving up 2 of them for 2 shops? I guess we could just go to the shop and see, and then make a decision after. Because there still is this option of taking 3 elites with 1 campfire late. It's risky, but available. And we have potions. I think this is actually good for once as well, since we have double strike for strike. So we can actually use that to finish off like a... well, obviously birds, but also like... I'm thinking the thieves, the 2 thieves. That's about it. Spirit Guardian, Chosen, and Avocado are all still scary. I guess we'll make a decision once we get here. But in the meantime, I can highlight what I am looking at. Yeah, shop's too important. We don't want to take another campfire and ignore 600 gold. Especially since we just took Pandora's box, the more we can make it work immediately, the better. So, to enter defensive mode, I have to use Dupe Potion. I was already thinking of using Liquid Bronze, but with this hand I don't need to. I can dupe the Gear Up and then Twin Slam twice. That might even save me more than 10 HP because the birds will die before doing all their hits. This is 11 thorns total, so only 3 hits apiece. Nice. Awesome. So we'd actually be saving 9 HP because we just did the Twin Slams already. Maybe it's even 8 because we have Vent Steam. So that's 7.5 divided by 2 is 3.75. 3, 6. Yeah, that would be... Okay, so we save 8 HP by doing this. Do we want to just take the 8 HP damage? Is it worth giving up a Dupe Pot for? Is it worth giving up the Liquid Bronze for now that we know that we have birds handled? 8 HP I think is still significant. It's just a question of whether it's worth the dupe pot, I guess. What else would we dupe? Construction form? Yeah, it's pretty compelling. Dupe Potion could probably save us more than 8 HP. You know what we could do, though? We could use this, bring us up to 14. No, this brings us up to 11. I forgot that if I don't enter defensive mode, I'm at 8. So it would take, I guess, still 3 hits here because we used Twin Slam on 1. This would be 4, and that would be 4, so that actually saves us 11. But this saves us 3. That's actually significant. And in fact, I think we can do better by playing the damage on the right guys. Yeah, we save 4. And with a 40% potion chance at the beginning of an act, I think that's worth it. I'm going to keep the dupe pot. So this is, like I said, 5 goes to 7.5 with vulnerable, and then goes down to 3.75 with flight, which rounds down to 3. We'll have 11 thorns, so we want to get this down to 22, or this down to 22. And this hits 3, so that's down to 23, so we have to hit this twice. Strike for strike would lose us 3 HP to do a bit, not enough damage. This does 25 with vulnerable, half is 12, so it wouldn't kill. So, okay, we take 8. I was wrong about it saving 4. It saved us 3. That's fine. And we got a way better potion. Look at this. This looks way better than if I had to throw away the potion. Or if I had used the dupe potion. Well, Overload would have been nice with 4 energy. We got so many bad cards now. Emergency? Emergency Fierce Bash. Not this time, I don't think. Looks like we're skipping. Alright, shop, what do you got? Frozen Eye. Interesting. Bird-faced Urn with powers. We do have 3 powers, so that's 6 healing a fight. For half our gold, over half our gold. How many attacks do we have? There's an Nunchaku on sale. There are 8 attacks in our deck, technically 9, with Twin Slam. We can't play this, we're probably not playing this. So 7. I will play Gem Cannon most of the time, I think. So 7 attacks in the deck is less than 1 energy per shuffle. I would take Happy Flower for sure. Also, I don't know if Frozen Eye is that good here. I think card remove is in order, unfortunately. Probably remove Guardian Whirl. I don't think we have that kind of block. I could be wrong. No, I'm definitely right. The only time we have that kind of block is with an Accelerate on Shield Charger, or Shield Charger when we're in defensive, or double Recover. And although that is 3 different situations, I don't think they're often enough. Well, is it lucky enough? I think out of all of these, this one is the worst. Like, even Spiker Protocol will do something. Well, I guess we can think of... Well, this one basically exhausts from the deck when we play it. So this one doesn't. Mayhem, I'm actually considering as well, because that is alternate form of energy. Also, I don't think we have a situational card here. Gem Cannon would be the one, I think. The one problem. Strike for Strike would lose us HP. That's not a big deal. It's doing a lot of damage. Could get Fierce Bash into play. Guardian Roll would do absolutely nothing, so I guess that's another reason to get rid of it. Yeah, overall, I think the worst it would betray us is if it hit Gem Cannon. But in the fights where that really matters, we just don't play Mayhem. Or we Stasis combo Gem Cannon. This plus Bird-faced Urn is 540, which means we can't afford a card remove. Is this worth it? You know, it's funny, I was talking about a Thorns deck, and then we got Spiker Protocol. And we have Twin Slam. Taking another one would be funny, but I don't think it would be effective. We could take Shield Spikes. We do need some burst block. So, Mayhem Shield Spikes card remove seems pretty good. And we can upgrade Mayhem to make it more playable at 3 energy. And I think that leaves us enough to buy Frozen Eye potentially, but I'm not sure we need it. Panacea would help us keep Thorns most of the time. Never really thought... I might have thought about this once on Guardian earlier in the series, and I just forgot about it. Alright, I'm going to go with this. We're going to do alternate energy strats. We already have Stasis, but now we have Mayhem as well. I'm not really feeling the Frozen Eye. I feel like Frozen Eye would be a lot better if we didn't have pre-program and if we had card draw. Right now, we're just a mess that we need to clean up. Knowing what we're about to draw doesn't really help right now, so I'm going to keep my card. Draw 4 doesn't help very much whenever you have 3 energy. I guess Art of War is actually okay. Art of War, I guess, is helping us with energy. I didn't really consider that when taking the Boss Relic, but that's a nice thing. Also, Ancient Tea Set. Be nice to have, like, an innate draw with that. I think these potions also don't need replacing, even though Fire Pot is great. So yeah, I'm gonna just move on. We're gonna see what happens here, and then we'll make our decision on which way to go. So this is 15 out of 22. That's fine. We take 7, we use Gear Up next turn. Or I guess 8 plus 7, 15. There's a chance we get 2 recovers. That's our only other brace cards, right? Yeah. Too bad. Well, we're at 30%. We're at 30% potion chance. Saving 7 is not trivial. 7 is still a significant number of HP to save with potion. These are just very good. Also, dupe potion shield spikes means we can play Gear Up to enter defensive, as well as have 34 block, which means that we have enough for this turn and next turn. We lose 22 this turn, we go down to 12, and then we gain 10 next turn. That's a full block for 2 turns in a row. Also, I do think I value Polishing Oil more than Dupe Potion. At least at this stage. Later in the game, that might change. Because this is more of a front load. Yeah, I'm going to use this. Alright, enter defensive. Hopefully I get some good damage next turn, because otherwise I will be sad. Strike for strike. Maybe. Construction form. That blocked for the rest of the fight. Also, I can use Art of War again with Vent Steam. So whatever damage cards I draw next turn will be very good for us. If I played Twin Slam for 9 damage, I guess 13 because it's 4 damage to each, I would not get the energy, so I don't think that trade is worth. They could also just not attack, and then I keep gaining. Actually, the extra strength wouldn't matter, would it? Okay, Time Bomb. It's also Fierce Bash. Time Bomb does the same damage as Fierce Bash. And this is AoE, so yeah. I also have 1 strength, so this kills, which means we don't lose a buffer. I guess that doesn't matter anyway. I guess this doesn't matter either, because he's running next turn. Actually, I have an Accelerate in the draw pile, so it does matter. Which means I want to bring back Strike for Strike, since that's the biggest damage. Yeah, there it is. It's still not enough, though. That's a shame. Oh well. We lost some gold. No big deal. Would have been a good defensive turn next turn. I wish you would have attacked one more time, because that way I could get my 40 gold back. I guess that does make it less reasonable to go left now. Incinerate, Strike for Strike number 3, or Tourmaline. It doesn't really feel good to do this anymore. I guess since I took Pandora's, I should just sort by type. That makes it much more reasonable to think about. We got our double recover, double clone, shield charger, pre-program, got time bomb, incinerate. I don't think we need another attack, although the double accelerate is good. Taking another attack in another 1-cost common attack is not good for decks at this point in the game, unless you're like very low on damage. Strike for strike. There's an argument for that. I guess you could make the same argument for Incinerate, since it accelerates and gives you extra attack density. Maybe we do need more attacks. And Tourmaline would just be to fill gem slots, which I guess helps out with Gem Cannon. They don't work in Strike for Strike. The gem happens last, unfortunately. The other option would be Vent Steam, which is meh. I would definitely want to put something else in roll attack. I think we can still be a little bit picky with gems to not take thorns. I'm gonna take the incinerate. I think I don't remember if I said that we have enough attacks already at this point in the... Yeah, I said we don't need that at this point in the game, but I do actually need damage. That's why I was considering Strike for Strike in the first place. I guess there was a better argument because of Thorns, and it does 3 more damage base anyway, but eh. The double Accelerate will definitely make up for it, and it won't fall off late game. We did not get a potion, so we're back to 40%. That being said, we got 2 more fights if we go this way before our first elite. And we do have this really good potion. This is still a very risky path. If I have to bail out, I only get 1 campfire. I mean, this isn't much better. I mean, it is less fights. 1 that's elite. 2 less normal fights. That's pretty significant. Also, we get another 90 gold before the shop, so 300 gold shop, pretty good. Now, let's not take the risk. I don't think... Even though we have... Is this enough? This is 25. That's probably our second strongest attack other than Time Bomb Plus, and that's only half of the Slaver HP with Vulnerable. So we would need to get lucky. We also still have only 3 energy. We're playing a bit slow. We're still relying on potions quite a bit. So yeah, let's go the safer path. Knowing Skull, huh? How much can I afford to lose? I have to lose at least 6. I could get a potion right now. That's actually worth it, I think. That's a good one. Now, dropping to 45. Ooh, I have to drop to 39 to gain more gold. No thanks. 45 is good enough. Okay. Do we still have gems that we care about here? Where's my... There you are. Pre-program. Those are the only ones I have? I thought I had one more. I guess not. If we can't gain enough brace to enter defensive next turn with just gear up. But we can at least do Vent Steam roll attack, so... I think that's better than Gem Cannon. It does only 6 less damage with Vulnerable, and it gets us 8 brace, so any brace card other than Spiker Protocol will get us there. Construction Form being free is amazing. Fierce Bash being free is amazing. Yeah, we're just gonna enter defensive here. Both of those, neither of them went into the discard. I'll just bring back Vent Steam. I know we have another one in the draw pile, but we are confused, so no guarantees. Oh, how about that? Am I confused or not? I know I'm confused, but... I guess Shield Charger. But look, we got the other Vent Steam back. Yay. I don't think we'll need Metallicize here. We have Buffer, and we have Thorns in hand. Well, this was an easy fight. And yes, I'm already calling it. Oh, this we can affect this twice, too. I have a 0-cost Fierce Bash in hand, so I'm going to play it. Let's see how much damage this does. With 2 strength... Well, it's showing 15, so 2 strength would be 20. Weakened is 15. But also vulnerable would make it 22. So do that twice. You get 2 point. You get 9/8 times. Wait, 9/8. 5 times 1.5. No, 9/4 times 9/16. So 81 out of 64 is roughly 5/4. So 20 times 5/4 is 25. So this should kill exactly 27. There's got to be some weird rounding going on there. Oh well. Another metallicize. I mean, with their lack of defense, we do have these. We have shield chargers, recovers. Let's sort by this. We also have construction form. Maybe we're not that low. Nah, I'm not going to take another card draw for that. Alright, let's fight an elite. We got potions. Hey, look, it's construction form. If we got shield charger with pre-program, I would use this and then play a construction form, because that would be 20 block between the accelerate on that and the 10 from entering defensive mode, or I guess from playing the potion. So that'd be 20, block the first 2 hits, and then this gets blocked by the buffer, and then we start gaining strength. We have another buffer. Life is good. Let's play this first. Ah, that's not it. That's not it. I guess we save Vent Steam for later, since we're going to have vulnerable for 2 turns on one of these anyway. I'm not going to play the construction form, I don't think. Wait, I have double incinerate. I have incinerate. So I could put shield spikes in. It gets accelerated once by pre-program. And then we bring it out with this. Play this for free. We still have 2 energy. We can play Gear Up and Strike for Strike. In fact, we can use Strike for Strike to take 3 damage to help us enter defensive. Okay. Let's do it like that. That does mean we don't play Vent Steam. We gotta play these 3. So, just like this. That's 22 block. We're being attacked for 34, so this could, in theory, actually help us quite a bit. And I think in practice, also, it helps a lot. Because these guys attack for a lot every turn. And we're back to 40% potion chance anyway. Do we have a good liquid memories target this turn? Shield spikes, I guess, is 12. But this also makes defensive mode last another turn. This is stronger, though, so maybe this is a better play. Now, we're going to get full value from this. Let's go polishing oil. This is still only 10 damage, and it's to random enemies. This would have been 2 more block. And thorns. I guess it's not too late to use both potions? I don't know. We could even bail to this shop first and then take this route. We could buy potions here even. If we wanted. Go up through this way. Or even up through here if we want to take one less fight. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's just use it. In fact, I'll even do this. Comes out next turn. So this is 30. I'll do this for even more block on the potential next Turn gaining shield charger from draw. Alright, now we're vulnerable, so I guess I am glad I used that. Time bomb time, I guess? Let's see. Yeah, shield charger. That's time bomb. That's all the block we need. Yeah. Recover doesn't put us into defensive mode either. I guess we just try to kill this next turn. There's 12 damage, great. I should have done this first. Gotten 3 more thorns. Right? Was that what I drew? No. Yes? I don't care. Ooh, we got Anchor and a Flex Potion. Ooh. Another pre-program and it's upgraded. Yeah, I will take this. 3 energy. This is great for. Also, does the Flex Potion mean we go this way now? I don't think it does. We don't really attack that much. It'll probably help at some point, but not here. We also... I'm just not realizing we might have trouble with Gremlin later. Unless we drew Time Bomb turn 1. We would have to kill a Gremlin. We don't have very high attack density. At all. All we have is an Anchor. Wait, no, I can't go this way. What am I... Got some nice curvature. Yeah, I think it's too risky to go this way. I feel like we could take a lot of damage from Gremlin later here. Maybe even die. Anchor is not really equipped to handle Gremlin later. And it's only marginally good against Book of Stabbing, which only attacks for 7 times 4, most of the time turn 1. It sometimes attacks for 24. But yeah, we're going right. We're going to spend some of our gold on Bottled Black Hole. The perfect buy for your shield charger. Tricky's Bolster Rod is also pretty solid, but we don't have a lot of cheap powers. We skipped playing Mayhem in that last fight, and we skipped Construction Form as well. We skipped Metallicized and Spiker Protocol a lot. I don't think we buy this. Although there is some consideration in general just for this making it worth playing a power like those. I don't think that's the case here, though. Maybe Metallicize gives you 9 block the first turn you play it, instead of just 3. I'm also seeing Panic Button here. I'm usually a very big proponent of Panic Button. Problem is, it's too expensive to buy with Bottled Anomaly. Same problem with card remove. You can't... Wait, this is Bottled Black Hole. You can't buy Bottled Black Hole with either of these. We do not have enough gold. Disadvantage of taking a shop earlier than later. However, we could afford card remove and Panic Button. Now there's a thought. Another front-loaded block card doesn't hurt. And also, I'm not sure, but I think it might not affect Shield Charger. Excuse me, I mean it might affect Shield Charger. It may actually reduce that to 0. I'm not 100% sure if I remember that exactly happening. You know, this is kind of like a card remove anyway. You remove a card that does nothing on the turn, you play it from your deck, but you still get the... but we're still getting very strong value from it. Also, since we have Anchor, this will give us 10 block a turn for the next 3 turns. It's actually almost like having Guardian Gear, minus the blur from a defensive mode. as well as the thorns. We get 10 block a turn for the first 4 turns, is exactly the same. Also, the passive brace is very helpful for us. I think I am going to go with this over these two, because I think this has a downside, and these two are already very similar. So I can even buy a potion here, like I said. Where are you? Well, actually, let's consider our other options first. At the very least, I know that this is better than the other options, but I can also maybe find something better. Any 0-cost card would come out on turn 2. 1 cost would come out on turn 3. 2 costs would come out on turn 4. 3 costs would come out on turn 5. So construction form, although we could put it into stasis with, and in the hopes of discounting it, we would not get the buffer until turn 5, and that's pretty late, at least for buffer. We could put Mayhem in and upgrade it so that it only costs 1, meaning it comes out on turn 3. That's pretty reasonable. But we could also just play it since we have block in the first few turns. Let's see. Time Bomb is no longer a stasis explosion. You could also just put Gem Cannon in to get rid of it from the draw, but if we're talking about getting rid of useless cards, we already discussed that for Shield Charger. At least for cards that we don't want to, that don't give us benefits the turn we draw them. These don't matter. I don't think the clones, well, maybe the clones matter for combo potential, but we can just draw them anyway. The one thing that we can't do if we put Shield Charger into stasis is clone it. Yeah, we're just going to go with Shield Charger here. Fierce Bash would be another option in case we wanted a damage system, but we have Construction Form. I think the safety is going to be more important, since it will enable us to do everything else in our deck. Armor's Tincture is pretty good, although now that we've bottled the Shield Charger, we don't actually need that as much. Armor's Tincture gives you 4 block each time you play a card this turn. Better on more energy as well, but the main thing it does is give you a lot of burst block on the turn you use it. And we don't need as much burst block with 10 block a turn, starting even on turn 1 with Anchor. You could maybe make an argument for Essence of Steel, since it's the opposite. It is block per turn. The problem is, of course, that it falls off very quickly as soon as you start taking attack damage. You lose 1 stack of it every time, and that's not cool. You need like a Sacred Bark or 2 of those potions in order for Plated Armor not to suck as much, because you only lose 1 stack instead of like. So if you only have 4, you're losing a quarter of it, but if you have 8, you're losing an 1/8. So. This, however, Spiked Energy Drink, I'm just noticing. I usually skim over that, but here we have a bunch of very expensive cards. In fact, let's sort by it. Sort by cost. We got a total of 8, minus Shield Charger, 7 expensive cards in a deck of 24. That means that we have a pretty decent chance of drawing 2 on a given turn. And that's when the Spiked Energy Drink is at its best, when you have 2 of them in your hand. Let's sort this by type again. So yeah, I'm going to grab this. Our potion chance, I think, is 30% again, since we got a potion here, and I believe that was 40% before. Yeah, we got a potion here, didn't here, got one here, so that's 40, yeah. Alright, so we'll make a decision at the chest which way to go. This is a fight. That's great. Also, Time Bomb not getting used here kind of sucks. Because we don't actually need the block this turn, we want to use it later. It will become more useful over time as enemies start attacking more on turn 1. but not here. I think we do Vent Steam, Strike for Strike, Recover on Strike for Strike. So let's do that. We'll get our damage back. Also gonna have to make a plan for beating Cultist this Chosen this fight. Our plan for beating Cultist is to kill it. Fast. I think double Twin Slam Strike for Strike would do that. Also, since we're gaining 4 brace per turn, at the start of next turn we'll have enough to enter defensive with Gear Up. So I'm not concerned about that. We can't play pre-program either. That sucks. Oh, we put a Daze in our draw pile anyway. Okay. Ooh. I could just play that and lose 1 buffer from the attack. Then I can enter defensive next turn. Does mean I can't play Strike for Strike though, like I thought. It's worth it. Let's use this instead. I know I could have done it in the other order, but I wanted to play the Incinerate for damage. I think that was more important. Okay. That's gonna put a Daze in our draw pile. That's fine. We can bring back Strike for Strike to do damage next turn. We've also run out of block. You could put Fierce Bash in just to get out of the draw, and then by the time we use it, it's damage. And we have Accelerate for it, so it's not like we can't... It's not like we have to wait forever. Since this is the multi-attack turn, that means that the next turn is either going to be the smaller vulnerabling attack or another weakened turn, so we don't have to worry too much about block. We will have to worry about it the turn after, though. So that we have any big block card that we can get out 2 turns from now? Maybe Shield Spikes if we draw pre-program or Incinerate. Well, I guess just pre-program because Incinerate accelerates twice, meaning it would be out next turn. Maybe that's still good. I also just kind of want to kill, but I am weakened for a long time, somehow. 4 turns. I swear she never weakened that long. But maybe we've had 2 debuff turns. I don't remember. I think Vent Steam is not a good option here. I think Recover is not good enough. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the Fierce Bash. Should I use the Gem Cannon? I kind of wanted the Accelerate from my 1 card, but I also just want this out of my draw. Yeah. Kill it faster. Get it out of the draw. I do also just have a buffer. Well, that comes out next turn now. Cool. Oh, and also this was the Vuln attack, so we still can just block that. Next turn this will be a lot of damage as well, so let's do this. And hope we get enough damage. If not, we still have like Flex Pot, so not a big deal. Goodbye buffer. 40 damage. Very cool game. But I do not care. Goodbye. I believe that was a 0 damage fight, which is cool. Anyways. Not enough stasis room. No to the fragmented gem, I think. Yeah, our only strength is construction form, which takes a while. Also, it costs a card play, which is bad against the heart. I think we're looking for more acceleration, and I think we do that with stasis and mayhem rather than small attacks like this. Ancient Power we don't have debuff reduction for. We also don't have a lot of attacks or block cards for it, so I think we skip. Chest time. What do we got? Hey! I was talking about you earlier. Nice to have you. That's going to be a significant increase to our power here. Also, now that we have Spiked Energy Drink, I'm feeling very confident to take an Elite. Very confident? We might still hurt a lot against Gremlin Leader. Maybe we just play it safe. If we don't, well, no, we have Bottle Black Hole with Anchor. That's a lot of defense. Even in worst case scenario, we take like what, 20 damage on turn 2. I feel like we'll kill the Gremlins at least, or at least the big hitting Gremlins on turn 1 or 2. So we're always going to have something. We also have 2 Accelerate cards. 3, excuse me, I forgot Time Bomb. I was too busy thinking about Incinerate and pre-program. Yeah, we have the defense. It's like having Guardian Gear, like I said before. Alright, it is Book of Stabbing now. So, cool. Alright, we're not doing Incinerate this turn. I think it's Shield Spike, Strike for Strike. Gets us the remaining block we need for this turn while also doing damage. Also, we can pre-program. Let's see what we get next turn. We're getting Construction Form next turn. Interesting. This will be our hand. If we get the 3 times attack, we're not going to have the block to play Construction Form and use the Strength. It will just block the double hit. So that being said, maybe the smarter play is to enter defensive mode for extra block and play Twin Slam. And or Strike for Strike. How about we put Gem Cannon in, so that by the time it comes out we can just use it for free damage. That sounds reasonable. Alright. Shield Spikes, Strike for Strike. Wish I had this next turn, but I don't. Yeah, we got the multi-hit. But that's okay. I can't gain any more block. So I think I do just gear up double Twin Slam. Oh wait, I can Spiked Energy Drink. So I can have Construction Form. That's really good for next turn too. Because I don't think we'll have enough to block 24. We'll have 10. Maybe if we got pre-program for the last Accelerate and a Recover, that would be the only way though. No wait, we enter defensive mode, so we already have 20 block for next turn with Shield Charger, so we would just need to Recover or pre-program. 3 chances with 5 draws out of 12. Let's break out the calculator. How are these odds? 9, out of 12 times 8 out of 11. Again, these are the chances to miss. 5 cards. 1 in 6. 16% chance to miss one of those 3 cards next turn and lose the buffer. I'll take those odds. Let's use this, especially since our potion chance just went up. Okay, no Twin Slam this turn, but that means we can do Construction Form Roll Attack instead. We'll still lose 1 buffer to 1 damage. It's not avoidable, unfortunately, but it's still worth it. I think that was the worst roll we could have gotten from that. It reduced both of those by 1, and the conditions of Spiked Energy Drink is that it changes the cost of your 2 most expensive cards in hand randomly, but it can't cost 3, and it has to always change. So 2 costs will either become 1 or 0, and 3 costs will become 2, 1, or 0, and we got the highest rolls for both. So no extra damage for this turn, unfortunately. Did we really? Okay, we hit the 1 in 6. God damn it. On the bright side, though, we can enter defensive next turn. I'm not feeling happy about this. Not at all. That was kind of... Got both clones this turn. It sucks. I do have another 10 block for next turn. I can't even enter defensive mode with these two cards. I'm down by 6. Next turn, if I got 1 recover, I'd be able to enter defensive mode again. But I'd have to play Curl Up. I do have another Vent Steam here that I can play at least. I think I need to do damage. This fight's not going well. Not only did we miss these, but we also got like the worst draws possible for it. At least we have Happy Flower helping. If I play Curl Up and it hits Gear Up, then we're in even more trouble. Funny thing is, that's a 1 in 4, which is even better odds than, which is even worse odds than how we missed this turn. Not that that's indicative of how this turn will go if we do that. Oh, we do also have pre-program somewhat likely next turn to accelerate it out if it does go in. So multiply 5 7s by 1/4, you get 5 28ths. It's a quarter of a 7th. What? Actually, it's just 18%. So slightly worse. I do feel like we are going to need defensive mode for next turn, though. So, oh, that's right. I can't put it in defensive. We've used up all our defensive. Or we can't put it in stasis. We've used up all our stasis slots. Okay. Gear Up, Recover, Vent Steam, Gem Cannon. And we want to bring something out of the pile that's useless, I think. Because we can't accelerate it out. Or we could do pre-program, but that's saying that we're going to need another turn. I guess we kind of do. Also, by playing Gem Cannon, we lose the ability to use Twin Slam for Thorns. I think our worst card is Spiker Protocol. Oh, we do block most of this. That's good. I could use this now, but there's a chance that we get more attacks in a turn than this. However, this is actually, with Vulnerable, that's actually 16 damage because of how rounding works here. Would I have that luxury for other cards? I have 1 strength. That would do it for this. That would do it for this. Would not do it for this, this, or this. It would do it for this. So 50-50. We have 100% right now versus a 50-50. I'm going to take the 100%, I think. Also, if we don't get 2 attacks next turn, or whenever, if we're just getting 1 attack a turn, that's a problem. Did I have energy left and just didn't play the Recover? That would suck if that was the case. Also, this is 28-42. Not quite enough. So I would like to block. I think I need to do the damage anyway. 43. Okay. Oh, that had accelerated everything out. So if I had picked a damage card or something, I would have not been taking 9 damage this turn. Oh well. Get rid of this. Oh man, I gotta survive next fight, but thankfully I have this still. So, goodbye, Book of Stabbing. Akabeko. Hey, Akabeko plus Fierce Bash. Akabeko plus Multi-Beam. Another AoE card. What's our boss again? Automaton. We might need to take Multi-Beam for Triple Cultist. That's scary. That's a very scary thought. Do I care about the extra AoE now? I only have Time Bomb. I know I'm not fighting any more elites, at least. It's also not enough against Jawworms, but I might get a 4th energy after this fight. We did only see 1 energy relic, so I think that takes the pool down by a bit. I definitely would want a 4th energy now, unless we got something truly amazing. Sneckamai counts as an energy relic, by the way. It just doesn't account for Multi-Beam. Jawworms would also have too much HP for Multi-Beam plus Akabeko by themselves. 39, and they have at least 50 plus their block on turn 1. I'm gonna say no to this. I don't think it's quite strong enough for it to do what we want it to do, and in that case, it's just making our deck bigger, so... And there is the chance that we just don't get energy relics. I don't want to just discount that possibility. Looks like it's a construction form turn. Let's see what we got here. Time Bomb is great for next turn. We're only going to have 10 block next turn, though. So I'm going to want to play Shield Spikes for 9. Actually, this is going to be 7 because we're frail. 7 plus 9 is 16. So we only lose 1 buffer regardless? Okay. Well, Time Bomb also gives us 7 block, but that's not quite enough anyway. But that plus Metallicize would be enough. Do I want to, like, get Shield Spikes out of the draw pile then? They're most likely going to be attacking in 2 turns, so putting Twin Slam in might not be a bad idea. Since I'm going to be playing this next turn, I think this is fine. And I'm not using the other pre-program because it'll accelerate this and I don't want to lose my block. Oh, we get this out immediately, right, because that accelerates all of them. Should have thought of that. This would have had 2 turns left, we could have accelerated it and then gotten this out next turn. Oh, we also have a energy this turn. So 14, 23, oh, it's so close. I can't enter defensive either. Man. Alright, well we know we're playing Time Bomb. Wait, this is 9. Yeah, 23. Right. I guess I also just played Twin Slam twice? That's fine. Get the extra Thorns. Get all that Thorns damage. We're going to be in defensive for this turn anyway. I don't think we needed the thing. Yeah, we just lose our 1 more buffer and then we're fine. Oh, we can combo something here. We can bring back a 1-cost card and then incinerate it out. How about Twin Slam again? For more Thorns. 11 Thorns. We don't have Happy Flower set up, but that's okay, I suppose. Repulsor. None of the Act 2 bosses give statuses, so this would be a late game pick. Upgrading the clone seems like a decent idea. I am feeling the effects of upgrading strike for strike now. We never fought... Well, we did fight slavers, and we did fine, I guess. I don't remember if this did much, the upgrade. I guess not fighting... What is it called? Gremlin Leader doesn't made it not really affect anything. I think it's too early for this still. We have a lot of stasis, so not worried about that. Oh, we got healed. That's right. That means we can upgrade. What do we want to upgrade? We got a lot of targets here. We got the shield charger. 2 more block per turn is actually quite relevant if you get in turn 1. Also the brace is really relevant. Curl up upgrade is relevant. We've been skipping too many gems. Apparently. Gem cannon upgrade doesn't matter to me. Mayhem upgrade is good. Yeah, I think the big ones are Mayhem and Shield Charger and Curl Up. The clones also kind of matter. Right now that's just going to hit Shield Charger, so I guess we want to stay away from that in situations. Just so we have control over situations where we don't need the block of the turn that we draw these. I also don't want to upgrade Mayhem in case we get Snecko Eye. And I think we can afford to take that risk because of this. So I'm going to upgrade Shield Charger. That's going to have the biggest effect, I think, over Curl Up even. Apparitions. Just in case our block wasn't already enough. Actually a bad idea because of this. We're going to be getting apparitions on turns where we already have like 20 block. Like, we have Shield Charger every turn, we have Anchor, and then we have our 2 Recovers, Shield Spikes. This is actually not very much, is it? It's not like these are going to help, though, unless we upgrade them. Be a lot of campfires. Maybe that is the play, though. Because we need some kind of defensive system. And we don't really have much of one right now. Unless we were to start. I guess Construction Form also counts. Saving apparitions for later makes sense. But they also take up draws. I'm going to go with no on this. I think there is a chance that that's correct, but I think the downsides are too high to take them right now. Do I take another fight? I have 30 HP. I'm going to say no. I don't want to fight Avocado. And take 27 out of Avocado Rat and take 27 turn 1 because we didn't, well, I guess 17 because we didn't draw a block card turn 1. And as we just saw, that's pretty likely. Honestly, even if we did draw a Recover, it would only block for 5 of that. Ooh, a River card? What haven't we been doing? Spiker Protocol? Not like we could help it. Well, not like we could, not like getting rid of it does much. I guess it helps your draw at first. I want to get rid of something that, like, persists, you know? Something that doesn't exhaust or get removed because they're powers. I guess Roll Attack is a bit too expensive for what we are doing. But it's also Brace, which we sometimes need. We could remove the Strike for Strike. I would say the Roll Attack is our remove here. Or maybe it's Fierce Bash. Maybe it's actually Fierce Bash. Although that also removes itself after its first play. It's just that we don't play it very often. So maybe it's not actually that good. We have other ways to scale our damage eventually. We got Thorns, we got some Strength. Yeah, that's probably our worst card. We even have gem cannon if we just get some freaking gems. Alright. Goodbye, Fierce Bash. Alright, another upgrade. Now we upgrade Curl Up? Yeah. Nice. Very good first turn, I think. 3 powers in play is great. Alright, now we have that. So this is 24. We can just play Time Bomb here and block for the rest. Seems good. Do I want to remove Artifact? Is that my top priority? It might be. We don't have that much artifact removal. What is this going to take? My Mayhem? Yeah. What's funny is that this is 27. So I guess that gets affected twice. This is already a ton of damage against both of these, so vulnerable would be wasted on them. Alright. How much is it? 36, right. I'm going to clone Gear Up, I think. I don't want to play Strike for Strike. We already have the perfect... Wait, no, I have Metallicize. Okay. Let's kill this then. Let's pre-program as well. I could pre-program Mayhem to keep it, but I think this is fine. Let's just draw an extra card with this. You get it out next turn. We're gonna kill this. Enter defensive too, which is great. What do I want to get out next turn? Or the turn after, I suppose. I can't recover no matter what I do? That sucks. Actually, I can just play a card from my hand and then recover it. So never mind. I can recover and then incinerate that too. That's funny. I'm not going to need block next turn though. So this I know for sure I'm going to want to do. We have all the block we need this turn. Oh, that was funny. What do I want to clone here? 2 turns is the Hyper Beam turn. So if I clone a 2-cost card, it comes out a turn too late. If I play Incinerate after that, it comes out a turn too early. I think cloning Gear Up is a good idea here. I also wanted to do damage. Do I want to recover as well? I can recover Strike for damage. I could even clone Roll Attack. It'll come out at 0 cost and still brace 8. And do damage. Yeah, let's do that. It also doesn't exhaust. Oh, right. This doesn't come out in time? Well, it braces next turn. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, braces next turn, and then we can enter defensive the turn after. Because of the brace. I forgot about the whole 2-cost thing. And now I just feel dumb. What did I just get? I got Clone. Okay. Well, do I just clone the Roll Attack again? I kind of want the Vent Steam. So I have the vulnerable for all these damage cards. Alright. Maybe I just don't play pre-program. I'm just going to be putting one of these in. It just draws me one card. Yeah, let's just do this. In fact, I can even curl up roll attack to have for the vulnerable next turn. Since if I play this now, I'll redraw it, but it'll cost 2. I might have other things I want to do, so yeah, let's do this. And then we'll recover for a bit more block for next turn. What do we recover? Strike for strike? Nah. Let's recover Vent Steam, since we won't need that for a bit. Since we're drawing the... That was weird. Vent Steam next turn. We even have an extra energy this turn. Give me, like, my strike for strikes, please. Thank you. That is a lot of damage. That is all the damage. This is still not enough block. I'm off by 5. Dang, I should have been spending my energy doing damage, I guess. Alright. Well, now I'm going to be a little bit more vulnerable for these next turns. I should have been paying more attention. I thought I would just be blocking and taking 8 damage, but no. Oh, that was the last card in the deck. Okay. Fun fact, if you have no cards in the deck, pre-program will reshuffle, so that's cool. Let's just play the damage here. Let's curl up Gem Cannon to get it out of the draw. Let's recover... I don't know what we want to recover. I guess we should have recovered first because of it, Accelerate. Let's recover Vent Steam, again, since we're not doing anything with it. And we'll pre-program. Pre-program the pre-program. So we draw it next turn. And we did get the Incinerate, so go figure. We got Twin Slam, though. So now when we Incinerate, we have an extra gem for this. I think we just win, because we have all the strength. We have 7 strength. Yep. And now, how do we finish this? Roll attack. You've been the MVP. I'm glad I didn't remove you. Okay. Well. I don't see very many 0 costs in the deck, do you? I know we have a lot of stasis, but there's also Shield Charger, and also those things only happen like once a turn. These are only actual 0 costs. If we got Snecko Eye, this would go off a little bit more often, I think. I think Spheric Shield is just way too good, though. Like, this is instant safety. Those other 2 aren't very good. Okay, we got extra energy, it looks like. Or Tiny Bowler Hat. That would have been 1 extra 0 cost per turn. Unfortunately, that's before Stasis comes online. So we still probably wouldn't have gotten Stasis Engine. You know, I'm actually very tempted to take Tiny Bowler Hat. I know I said a lot about needing extra energy, but this provides us so much scaling damage value. Scaling damage, some block. Honestly, even, like, You Are Mine is great. And it means we can remove Vent Steam. One of them. Just on the one chance. And we're even going through our deck fast enough that we don't really need both of these anyway, so... Yeah, I think that provides enough value for our deck to be good enough. We'd be missing out on an energy, but we're playing... But as I've said before, we're basically gaining energy to play on specific types of cards. So... Yeah, I feel like this powers us up enough to make us not worry about the rest of the game. I feel like even though we have energy to make our deck currently better, I don't think it would be good enough to handle... I don't think it would be good enough to give us what we need for late game in terms of damage and block. Our block has actually been pretty good, but that's Guardian, you know. Our damage could use some help. So I'm going to take this. Alright. We already got the green key earlier. I just want to scout this out real quick. Looks like 2 elite, 2 campfire route on the right, and the left has 3 elite, 1 campfire, or 2 elite, 2 campfire. Where's that third merchant? Is there only 2 in this act? No, there's 3. They're all on the right. Okay, I guess we avoid those. Yeah, this is probably going to be mostly the same on both sides. It'll come down to what the hallway fights and question marks are. Because we can avoid these. Oh wait, no. We have to go through this to get these. And then there's that. So I guess we go to the left side. Okay. I'll do this so I don't forget. Don't have to think about it again. And I'm going to take a break. So I'll be right back to handle these Darklings in just a sec. And we're back. Let's just get reacquainted with this real quick. Right, we have some stasis stuff going on. Mayhem. Just picked up a spheric shield, that's great. Also just picked up tiny bowler hat. We've definitely got some stuff going for us here. Okay, so what do we do here? Double clone is interesting because now we can clone study the Spire. Let's do that. I have a plan to play Time Bomb after clone, which should do a lot of damage AoE as well as get us an extra 12 block this turn. I think that might actually be too much. I don't want to run out of block. I guess this is still another 2 turns afterwards, so no big deal. We'll get another one of those. Oh, we got it right now. That's great. And then we'll gain another 4. Okay, we'll gain more brace and we'll enter defensive mode for next turn. Oh, it only increases the number of turns. It doesn't give you 2 every turn for 3 turns. Got it. Okay. I guess that means if we don't have the situation where we can accelerate it out immediately like we just did, then that's fine. Doesn't affect it at all. This is 40 damage. I guess this blocks for the rest. I'm also going to play this. Wow. That was a lot of damage. I guess I didn't need to play it. Happy Flower on 2 sounds good to me. Give me an attack, please. Okay, I guess it just dies to thorns anyway, so that's fine. Cool. That was some lag right there. Okay, Temporal Shield, Ancient Power, strike for strike. I think we skip. I've already passed up on an Ancient Power before, and I don't think we'll be using it now. Duplicated card, that's awesome. Didn't we have the option to duplicate earlier with construction form, or am I thinking of something else? I think I was thinking about potential things that could happen or something. I'm definitely duplicating something. Just a matter of what. I think double construction form is very good. We do have to think about being on 3 energy, though. I think duping Mayhem would backfire with Gem Cannon. Yeah, I'm just going to do construction form. Alright, so for the rest of our path here, this is really aggressive left path, which I think we'll still be fine for, if I want to do that. We can bail to the right in case things go wrong. There's no shops this act. Oh, were we... I was thinking about getting some kind of rare relic. And, or is that a different run again? I don't remember. I guess the chance of us getting a rare relic from here is worth losing out on an average of 15 gold. So I'm gonna go this way. It was a fight anyways. Go figure. Last room was a fight too, wasn't it? Right? No, it was the dupe shrine. Sheesh. Okay, I think we take damage from thorns before we get the block here, so we have to play a block card first. We could do shield spikes. I think recover's acceptable though. This gets us a 15, yeah. 34 damage. Oops, forgot. I forgot that the thorns would still hit me. I was too focused on the actual attack. Oh well. Back on 2? That sounds good to me. Energy potion, that's great. Resilient plate. No temporary buffs except for the 1 thorns. Bracing for 8. I think we're fine without right now, since we have shield charger plus bottled, and we haven't really had much problems with defense. Accelerates everything twice. Got it. I could have cloned that, but that's okay. Probably don't need it. Instant defensive mode is great. I could accelerate everything immediately. Seems fine. Even recover, curl up back, I guess. Very nice. This is 25. I guess we'll re-enter defensive here. We're not going to need advanced steam, so let's just put that in for now. Both of them. Right. Forgot about that. It's fine though. And there's Mayhem going off on Gem Cannon. This is 30. We have Metallicize. Okay. Whatever. More strength. This is also fine. I think we want to get Happy Flower back on 2 anyway, so I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Another shield charger. Nah. I don't think floating orbs counts with Mayhem, so skip that as well. I also do want to save this buffer, so I'm going to play this. We enter defensive with gear up next turn. So we'll have 22 block for whatever. We're going to want to do as much damage as possible, so I'm going to put shield spikes in. 39. Oh, right, that's a thing. 21 plus 9 is 30, plus 25 is 55. It's enough to kill either one of these, so let's go for the one that's attacking for less. Alright, we lose one buffer here. Thorns, please. I didn't set that up, but that's okay. Orb Walk plus? No. I think our deck is already very good. We'll have to see for sure, but that is my assessment of the current situation. I might as well do the damage now. If I need to re-enter defensive next turn, I can just play the gear up anyway. Okay, we got the multi-attack. Last stand, interesting. I'm going to go with the construction form play over Mayhem. Yeah, now that we have the Tiny Bowler Hat and the clone Tiny Bowler Hat play, I don't really feel like we need the Vents teams anymore. I do need to do damage here, so I'm just going to do this. I guess I should have thought about putting this into stasis, because then it would have come out on a turn that Nemesis is not intangible. Oh well. Can we re-enter defensive here? Yes, we can. Let's get rid of Vent's team here. Let's put strike for strike in. This is more damage, but I think it's not that. I don't think it's enough. It's only 42. Actually, is it good enough? Not like we have anything to clone. Okay. Might as well clone this, just to get rid of it. Could have also cloned a burn, if I was feeling spicy. Next turn is not intangible. We don't need this. Have I miscalculated damage at any point? No, I just only played one of these. Okay. Two strike for strikes means that once we enter defensive, we lose 6, which means we're down to 4. Italicized would take us up to 7, which is enough for 1 hit. I think we want to do our damage this turn, so I am going to do this. Oh, that's good enough. Good. Supply scroll. Looks like I got a rare relic anyway. I think it's pretty good for our deck right now. Any kind of energy will help. I guess we take the Tourmaline now, because we don't want to be too picky about gems. We need to fill these up so that Gem Cannon can do things. And just so that I have gems in the first place. Do I want to go this way or this way? How good am I against Repto? Not great, am I? There's another question mark on this path as well, which means it could be a shop or the Rare Relic event. We would be missing out on an elite and gain a campfire instead. I'm feeling more like going right here. You just get rid of this from the draw pile. Seems fine. I don't have to accelerate here. But this damage is too good to pass up, so... Also, entering defensive mode can't hurt. This is 29, so we need to play this. I guess we could have played this too. I don't know. Where's my damage? Guess we'll do it like this. Get it out for free in a couple turns. Got our Metallicize in play. We have enough block this turn, so I guess the play is Vent Steam, double Twin Slams. Oh, they did change Invincible, or sorry, Chrono Boost to gaining 2 strength. Cool. Oh, you know what else I can do? I can just Incinerate here. Cool. Happy Flowers on 2. Ooh, Quartz is here. I would even take a Garnet just for Gem Cannon. Giga Beam is here again, but we don't need it. Definitely take the Quartz. Very nice. Let's throw Quartz in something. It's gotta be pre-programmed, that's the best one here. And I think I'm gonna put the Tourmaline into Incinerate, since that grabs cards from Stasis. So if we ever do a play like we just did with Strike for Strike, we'll have Thorns available for it. Also, if we're removing these Vent Steams, they're not going to have gems in them, are they? Is this Gem Cannon? This Gem Cannon has been pretty bad. But that's because I've been picky with gems. And I probably shouldn't have been, but then again, you do also have to juggle being alive. You know? I could upgrade Twin Slam now. I could upgrade Clone now. Right, I said I wasn't going to do that. Mayhem, that's the one. And now I gotta take the blue key. Red Candle's nice, but we don't play enough attacks anyway for that to be amazing. I suppose, enemies with Artifact, it would be good. Accelerating twice. I think I just take the 3 damage here. I'm not gonna play stuff that wastes this. Or Spirit Shield for that matter. Yeah. What card am I doing here? I played a clone again? Okay. Let's get 3 of them. That's fun. I'm gonna do this. Oh right, if you queue that up before the mayhem, then that goes first. Try not to exploit that. Okay, this gives me 6 brace, and then this would give me 12. That would be enough to re-enter defensive. I could also just do construction form, and we'd be fine. In fact, we can re-enter defensive next turn with curl up now. Let's do that. And there goes Gem Cannon. We are weakened right now, so this will get rid of that, which is very nice. We can't full block this, right? This is 37 out of 40. Unfortunate. But that's okay. I will use my 4 buffers to win this fight. This doesn't even block enough. I like how that still lets you scry. $134 damage. Ooh, very nice. We got another one coming up too. It's only 32. We don't have enough to re-enter defensive anyway, but I think we just want to do this. There's vulnerable already in hand. 45 out of 50. Man, it's so close every time. I'm gonna... How did I miscount that? Oh well. It does not matter. I guess it mattered for Happy Flower, but I still don't care. Rimba's Pocket Sentry. Very cool. Citrine, man, we are just getting blessed with the nice gems now. And now we have this. Okay. This is a great way to remove our vent steams, actually. Maybe removing only one is wise. Can also destroy gems in sockets. Destroy cards with gems in them. What do we want to do here? There's a lot of possibilities. I think we always transform one vent steam, and then we'll decide what to do from there. Amethyst, that's great. In fact, I think I'm keeping that for Twin Slam later. I was originally going to put Citrine in there, but now Twin Slam with Amethyst seems just fine. Alternatively, I can remove the Thorns, but again, we want that for Gem Cannon. And I think Amethyst Thorns is a decent combo already. Let's add Citrine to Roll Attack. Let's see, that's the only other one. Okay. I can still remove that if I want. I can destroy it and then put the Citrine into a different card. It's still been pretty good for us. Stasis has been doing a lot of energy gen. I keep forgetting that whenever you remove a card or socket or whatever, then there's an empty space. A little bit of a glitch in the game. The only other place we have room for citrine or amethyst is vent steam and the 2 strike for strikes. And strike for strike doesn't interact with amethyst either. I don't know, I still feel like we're using this sometimes, so I think we should just leave it alone. Question is, do we get rid of the other vent steam? The UR mines we get from Bowler Hat are unupgraded, so they only last 3 turns. The vulnerable has actually been somewhat useful, it's just that I've had too much of it. I did also say that 1 would be enough to cycle back through the deck with. I do think that we are a bit low on damage, so we might need to do this. Yeah, alright. We're gonna leave. We're gonna keep that vent steam. This is the last one, right? Yeah. We're gonna upgrade Twin Slam now, finally. I'm noticing the awkwardness of Twin Slam in the upward climb. Since if you don't find a second gem, then you're just gonna have an unupgraded Twin Slam for a while with the 1 gem in it. Meanwhile, in Downfall, you can just upgrade it immediately for a potential gem and the extra damage during the act. Anyways, we don't need card removes as much anymore since we've just got rid of our Vent Steam, which is our big problem card. As well as got another gem. I'm really liking both of these relics. How much brace do we have? This is 8. Let's see. 12. It's 20. 23, 26. Plus 18 is 44. 52. This doesn't count as bracing. So 52 over 8 cards. So plus 8 would bring it up to 60. Per shuffle, minus the shield charger. So 60 plus 5 per shuffle. That's not nothing. Oh, Spiker Protocol would also do more. The only thing is that Clockwork Souvenir is really good against the heart. It negates that vulnerable in the first few turns of the fight, meaning that you don't take as much damage. However, with Guardian's defensive strategy, you do actually kind of want to take a lot of damage early on in the fight so you can brace for a ton. And then use the rest of your brace cards for the rest of the fight. Coast off the defensive mode that you got from losing HP, rather than spending your energy on the brace cards. So maybe that's an argument to actually take Baylor's Lordly Plate. The thing is that I think our biggest enemy is actually the Frail from that, because of Shield Charger. So getting back into defensive, I think, is the important play. Also, how much gold are we getting? 0? So, unless we get gold at the next floor, we're going to be left with, how much is this? 231 minus 158. 73 gold. That's enough for a potion sometimes. Enough for a rare card on sale sometimes. Can't buy the fragmented gem. I could maybe buy a common gem in the last store. Oh wait, we can't socket gems by then. I forgot. I'm gonna go with this. Something tells me that this is actually correct, but We'll find out for sure. Lose all gold, obtain a relic. That's really funny, actually. The last of our gold that we did not spend would mean that we can't buy anything in the next shop, but what were we going to buy anyways with this much gold? Potion, card. Can't do card remove, it's 125. Can't do relics, those are too expensive. Can't buy gems, we can't socket. There's not a lot of cards we want to buy anyways. Most we want to do is a potion. But this has to be... Is that worth a potion? We can't buy the rare potions, we can only buy the uncommons some of the time. In fact, I'm not even sure that we reach this low anymore. I don't remember the potion cost distribution. So we'd be getting a common potion? Those aren't usually that good. I'll take this to strip artifact. Going right into Twin Slam, and we have to recall. We didn't get Reptimans for this act, we just kind of coasted through without finding them. Oh hey, already doing work for us. This is the big attack, which happens very rarely on turn 1. Or I guess ever. Not very rarely, I think it's like... Is it 30 or 20%? It's something low. The 7x3 or 8x3 attack has a much, much higher chance. So if we didn't have Red Mask, this would be 32 right now. If I played this for defensive mode, we'd have 30 block, which is not enough to save the first buffer from construction form. So yeah, the weaken actually helps us out here. Also, if we had the 7x3 or 8x3 attack, I don't remember what it is, we might have... If it was the 7x3, we would have been able to block it with double Twin Slam, then played construction form. Also, this makes us vulnerable, weak, and frail. I don't remember the order here. I think it's vulnerable first. Oh wait, no, that's this one. This is the one we have to be afraid of. Thankfully we can re-enter defensive here. But yeah, that's the drawdown. Never mind. So we would have drawn one more card this turn. I don't really care about that, so... Yeah, seems fine to me. Let's see what we can draw here. Vent Steam, huh? We don't have a lot of damage coming up. So I might just ignore it. What I did learn from recent episodes, though, is that you don't want to just put the cards you don't want to play into stasis. You want to put the cards you do want to play into stasis. At least in longer fights. In shorter fights, you can maybe put that in instead. We'd still be looking to set up our damage. I think we drew some of it already. Yeah, we drew Twin Slam, Strike for Strike, Roll Attack. We have a Tama Beam here. I guess there's still a Time Bomb and Strike for Strike in the draw. Incinerate. So it's about half and half. I don't want to play Construction Form next turn, but thankfully I have Supply Scroll. That means I'm not playing Shield Spikes, I don't think. Oh wait, no, I can, with Happy Flower and Supply Scroll together. I'm not triggering Art of War, though. So what do I do? The worst that can happen next turn is another 32 attack, I think. But with vulnerable it'll be 48. Which I think we already completely block. So maybe we don't need the shield spikes. I wouldn't really want to play Time Bomb, so I could do Metallicized Clone instead. So yeah, we'll put this in for a few turns from now. Draw the Vent Steam, which I forgot about. I just forgot about the extra draw. Get to play everything here as well. 8-9, 8-9. I could curl up, gear up. Do you have any way to put... Yeah, we have a clone that we want to use next turn. So... I'll bring back pre-program so we can draw a card with it. And next turn we should only be able to play 3 cards most of the time. It is the big attack, but we full block, so we're good. Oh, we also have a Roomba's Pocket Sentry. Completely forgot. Right. We actually can do more than I thought. Why do I only have 4 energy? I should have had... Was this last turn? No, this was this turn. Why do I only have 4 energy? I should have 5. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I should have 5 energy. I didn't play a card yet. There's nothing that can take away. I'll have to watch the replay on that. Maybe submit a bug report. I don't think I want to re-enter defensive yet. So I think I'm going, because we don't know what they're doing next turn. It could be the debuff turn again, and then we'd be in a real... we'd have a real problem with getting into defensive again for the turn after. So let's get Metallicize in play. I'm going to do Invincible here. 65 block. Okay, Shaper's Blessing. Plated Armor couldn't hurt here. We already have strength scaling, so I think we want to make sure that we keep the buffers as much as possible. Play Spiker Protocol. And yeah, they are doing another thing now. Is this boss fight just going to be no multi-attacks? I do want to re-enter defensive. It'd be nice to gain Thorns, but I think it's also nice to gain Brace. So I think I want to play Incinerate now, then Shield Spikes, then Strike for Strike. Yeah, this has Thorns in it, so that's good. And I'll play this. 6 cards. Can we do 6 cards this turn? Ah, finally the multi-attack. It's about time. No, we cannot do 6 cards this turn. Also, Mayhem messes with our card count, so I gotta be careful. 1, 2. That's all I'm gonna do. We're gonna have Mayhem play a card automatically next turn, and then we get 3 more. It's the big attack again. Oh, there goes our buffer. This is fine, though. I think we're going to put Gem Cannon into stasis so that Mayhem never plays it, at least for the next couple turns. And we're just going to take this hit, it looks like. Alright, now we're playing 2 cards a turn for Mayhem, which means that we get 4 other cards per turn most of the time, in order to properly mess with the... Holy crap, that's a lot of slimes. Probably just want to get rid of one right now. We already accelerated, that's good. This is our draw. Oh no, that was recover, not our draw pile. Okay. Probably still for the best that happened that way. We don't want to play pre-program. I guess we do 3 this turn. 1, 2, 3. And what do we bring back? I guess another slime to get it out of the draw. Don't want to deal with that. 10 Thorns, by the way. Oh, and that gets into split. But we have a ton of strength. Alright. Is there any way we kill this turn? We could do Roll Attack, Twin Slam, Gem Cannon. Twin Slam. That's a lot of damage. This is 42. 28 is 70. Another 28 is 98. And then this is 33 times all our gems. And I think it's been bug fixed to target these as well. And since we play Twin Slam first, then Gem Cannon, then the second Twin Slam, it gets 2 extra gems. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 33 is already enough to kill by itself, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 264. So... die. Cool. 0 damage fight. On to Donudeka. We are missing out on the clone strat. I think this is twice in a row now we've not gotten the clone strat on Study the Spire in a boss fight. Oh well. We can enter defensive here if we want. And I think we do want. We would need to block for another 5, or sorry, 4. I was thinking 5 because I'm thinking of playing Recover. Yeah, I think... But if I do Strike for Strike... That's fine, we can just do Gear Up instead. We'll curl up Strike for Strike. No, we'll curl up Shield Spikes. Make sure we still get that brace. And I guess we bring back Roll Attack. That energy's gonna be real nice. Time Bomb? No, we got Incinerate. That's not what I want, really. Vent Steam also only gets rid of an artifact here. So I think we want to set this up so that the room's Pocket Sentry hits the one that's attacking. Which is in 2 turns, which means it's Donu still. Yeah. We can do Strike for Strike here. That's it. Now this turn, we get a little bit extra. Oh, I know what happened in that earlier fight, where we only had 4 energy instead of 5. I played a Tama Beam. Yeah, that has to be what happened. Well, we have a ton of energy here. That's the biggest upside of Prepare Crush. Slime Crush is also nice in hallway fights, but here we just want the energy. Also need to block for 8. We can do that with Time Bomb if we want. We did not get Metallicize, unfortunately. So we couldn't just do Metallicize Shaper's Blessing. I think we do Spiker Protocol Mayhem, Shaper's Blessing, Time Bomb. Gets us the remaining block from Shield Charger, which we were going to get anyways. Oh, it also gets Thorns from Shield Spikes. Oh, and gets us extra energy from Roll Attack. All of those are coming out. Oh right, Twin Slam is also Artifact Strip, I forgot. That would only take it down to 26 anyway. Actually, that's within range. Yeah, let's just do that then. Let's not play Time Bomb. Can't use Clone here, that's fine. Now we have extra Thorns too. We have 15 Thorns. That's a lot. And there's Donu getting hit by Arumba's Pocket Sentry. That is a lot of dazes. We don't have a lot of stuff in stasis, so I'm going to put Time Bomb there. So that when it comes out, we might be able to use it. I'm pretty confident we're going to get to stay ahead of the curve here, so I'm going to grab some Strength. I'm going to clone Roll Attack. Play Roll Attack. Play Metallicize. Play Shield Spikes. For the brace. I haven't been keeping track of how much the Zordly Plate is doing for us. Oh, how about that? It's keeping track. 2 extra brace per turn. It's not bad. It's less than a protocol, but it's a relic, so I forgive it. What do we want in stasis here? We re-enter defensive with roll attack this turn. So I guess we do curl up. Well, we also have incinerate, which gets time bomb out, which means we can accelerate once whatever we get in there. I don't really want to put any of these into stasis. I want to put roll attack in so that incinerate time bomb gets roll attack out. With clone, specifically. I guess we get this out for free next turn. Was that the... Which one was that? That was the accelerate one, and I think it's already accelerated. No, it can't have, because this went in last turn. So it will take it down to 1. So whatever we put in here, we get out immediately. There's accelerate. Clone this. Play it. Oh, and we get this back immediately too. Very cool. I forgot the time bomb accelerated all those. Oops. I meant to play that one first. And Twin Slam for that matter. So that I could have the Thorns. Oh well, it looks like the extra damage didn't matter. I would have thought about it first otherwise, but... We're good. Time for Gem Cannon, maybe? We're losing 2 buffer, I think, no matter what we do. Yeah. So let's just do the damage. Especially since we cloned roll attack twice. We got extra gems. Alright, now we just need to block 21. 15. 7? Okay, that's our last buffer. But thankfully we can kill doing it this turn, right? Right, game? That's a resounding yes. This should be enough damage. Yeah, and we won't get attacked back. Meaning, 2 back-to-back perfect boss fights in Act 3. Very cool. Should be a big damage number here. About 2,500. We got, got a lot there. I'd say that's well above average. This Eternal Feather has been useless past Act 1 and 2. We get a free upgrade here. Oh boy, what do we do? The other pre-program actually seems like a good idea. Get that to look at 7 cards instead of 4. This is 1 more turn of vulnerable. This is accelerate. We don't want to accelerate. Recovers are just 1 more brace, 3 more block. This is damage. This is cost. These are not ethereal, but we haven't been having trouble playing them. This is damage. This is an extra block per turn. This is just Thorns when in defensive mode, and this is block and Thorns. This is 5 block. So yeah, I think this will save us the most. I don't actually know that for sure, but... Anyways, if we still had our 73 gold, we'd be able to afford Time Capacitor. Oh, well, that was the 1 card that I think we would have taken. Oh well, that's how it goes. Yeah, that would have been a pretty good one. We could afford a suspension, a priming shot, and any of those potions, but we haven't used our potions anyway, so... not this one, so... These are both pretty bad anyway, so... We're good. Okay, Act 4. This is it. There's Clone. Finally. Let's see. We got a Roomba's Pocket Sentry going off next turn. So I want to cleanse debuff off of one of them. I think this is our energy potion. Because I also want to enter defensive with these 3 cards. This is a total of 21 brace. But I also want to play the Vent Steam for Pocket Sentry to work. And then if I use the energy potion, I get the bonus 3 block a turn. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I think this is going to be much better for us in the hard fight as well. If we need a bunch of burst block, we can just use it on Shield Charger. In fact, we could do it to enter defensive mode on turn 1. Before the Frail comes into play. So we get all that block correctly. And I think we just take Shield Spikes. I don't think the Vent Steam is super important. At least not until later. Oh, You Are Mine is here. Okay. Well, looks like that worked out. Regardless. So I guess I didn't have to use the energy potion? Well, I guess that's what I get for being lucky. Please give me that card in the hard fight. I have Metallicize, but burns are coming in. And I need all the block I have in order to block all the incoming damage, or else I lose buffer. Or I could use pre-program right now. Yeah, I would like to use pre-program here. Re-entering defensive. This is going to accelerate, so we get 7 brace, which means we can re-enter with... We get 7 twice, right? So it's 14. We can enter with either of these. This is 1 short. I think we're just going to block the next hit with buffer anyway, so I'm going to save this. Yeah. Alright, it's buffer time. And I get to remove all their block again. That's cool. Oh, I should have done roll attack first. Oh well. Can I actually block this turn? 17, 12... It's 29, 32, we turn around, that's 28. Yeah, that's actually enough. And we re-enter defensive mode. Wow. Okay. Sounds good. Well, we definitely don't need Vent Steam. I think we want our damage. We have more... Yeah, we have more stasis stuff in the draw pile. Namely Time Bomb. So I think we want to just put... We just actually want to put something there. Yep. I didn't even need to turn around, apparently. Time Bomb is going to be a lot of damage here. 49, I think, to both of these. Well, this one is block, so not so much. I'm going to re-enter defensive, actually, I think. Because next turn... Yeah, we did our cycle. We did our cycle of 3 turns. We're still waiting on the next 4x attack. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Yeah. Very nice. It's not often you get a perfect shield and spear fight. Is today gonna be the day? Well, we still have 4 buffer, so I think the answer is very much yes. We want to set this up. I think we actually want it to be like this. Because if we're going to do the strat with the potion to be in defensive mode for turn 2, then we want the weaken to come on turn 3 when it runs out. As well as all the other benefits. I think. That's what I'm going to go with. Oh, thanks, game. And we're going to skip these. Okay, no potion. That's alright. Alright, we got clone. We can clone Study the Spire. So, let's see. I only have 3 energy this turn, which... Oh wait, these come on turn 2. That's fine, I suppose. I don't know why I thought that would happen on turn 3. I think I psyched myself out of it. Thankfully we didn't draw anything super duper important. I think if I had remembered properly that these happen on turn 2, I would have just taken it turn 1 to play construction form. But we didn't draw it, so we're lucky. I do think we also want to do this. So... Okay. Turn 2. Please be the big attack. Good. It would have been kind of wasted on the small attack. Do I play this? I guess I get an extra energy next turn. Kind of want that energy, though. I could just not play these as well. Gain an extra energy from Art of War for the extra 2 draw. Let's do that. We take 3. Yeah, we got Twin Slam. Ooh, and we got the Void. Oh, we got Construction Form. Oh god. Alright. Well, seems like a good turn for Spirit Shield since we need to block the buffer. The nice thing is, I think we can just clone something here and play Twin Slam once. Since we're vulnerable, it should only be a 2 times 15 attack. I couldn't have cloned the Spheric Shield because it would have lost me the buffer. I needed to play that first. I could clone Shaper's Blessing. That seems reasonable. I can also pre-program and look at what card we draw here. We do need to be taking advantage of stasis. Okay, we have construction form, so we can't put this into stasis. That's fine. I guess whatever we put in, we can get out immediately. I think cloning is worth more, though, right? I would have liked to clone Roll Attack, I guess. That could have been a thing. Oh, but that would have been both of our energy anyway. We're only going to have 3 energy next turn anyway, so let's just do this. So when it comes out, we can actually use it. And I am going to clone... Actually, I'm going to clone Twin Slam. Get that extra amethyst in the deck. Also, am I gaining plated armor here? Or am I gaining... Am I gaining strength? I just now realized the problem with Buffer and Mayhem. But oh well, I suppose. Maybe it'll still play a block card. I don't remember the order of the cards in the draw pile. It would have to play Recover exactly. I think it was Construction Form, Italicized Curl Up, Time Bomb, and there was one more card. I don't remember the exact order. Actually, I think it plays the Dazed. I guess we're gonna need the strength this fight. Alright, hit me. It's 11 points. That's already most of the damage. Oh, I was in defensive, so I get the card play for free. Who's Vent Steam? I got You Are Mine before the artifact turn. That's great. That's great. Awesome. Time Bomb does not get this out, which means that we don't get an energy to play Construction Form. We have to just play it. Okay. Well, we have a head start in our strength now, which is kind of what we needed anyway, so... Please play a block card. No, we have to be defensive. That's acceptable. I'm gonna need to play this, I think. Okay, here's the play. We have no more block this turn, so I think we only get the 2 card plays. Right. I guess we play Curl Up then? To put that back. We're gonna get this out next turn, so we get the full block that. Yeah, back you go. Oh, okay. Man, we're gonna have a lot of strength this fight. We don't need to play Vent Steam here. Shield Spikes gets us into defensive mode again. Wow. Does that mean we can't play it? That kind of sucks. Because then we just waste our defensive mode on next turn. We don't really have much of a turn next turn, but that's fine with the Thorns in play, I suppose. We could get a better turn next turn by doing this, I suppose. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's put this into stasis so it never gets played. We'll play our Metallicize. We have 15 Thorns. This is already capping out the damage next turn. Recover. Do we want to recover something? Would come out the turn after, if it's a 1 cost. So I suppose Twin Slam is a decent idea. We could also do pre-program. Yeah, let's do pre-program. That'll draw us another card. So we won't actually have a dead turn this turn. It'll be after this turn that we need to start worrying, I guess. Man, that's so much block going to waste. That guarantees we get a Twin Slam each turn. I guess we should keep this. Well, I don't know. We really need 6 energy for next turn. You know what? I think we actually just win next turn. Thanks to Gem Cannon plus Thorns. So, fuck it. Cool. Oh wait, we want to do this first, so the Thorns actually hit. Oh, but we don't have a multi-attack. Okay, no problem. We have 19 strength. And you know what? I am just going to let Thorns finish it off. We have 14 Thorns. It takes 2 hits. Goodbye, Heart. Alright. That felt a lot more powerful than I thought it would be, but I'm guessing part of that is due to Tiny Bowler Hat. 3277, very nice. Got Beyond Perfect. A lot of money. Cool. Okay. So despite our loss last time, Niav's Lament was a good enough start for us to not take damage to these first fights. Jawworm, Cultist, Louse. We took 0 damage to Looter, 6 damage to Gremlin Nub. Really good Act 1, actually. Never took double-digit damage, except in the boss, which I think I misplayed, if I remember correctly, but oh well. Yeah. Pandora's box was a little bit awkward. Got Vent Steam, Fierce Bash, Clone, Roll Attack, Metallicized, Guardian Roll, Spiker Protocol. Out of those 7, we got rid of 3 of them. We only kept Clone, Roll Attack, Metallicized, and Spiker Protocol. And they were all kind of, mediocre, too. Like, we didn't really need the second Clone. Although I guess that did give us higher odds of getting it on turn 1 with Tiny Bowler Hat's Study the Spire. Roll Attack, I guess, was useful sometimes. It was still kind of mediocre. Metallicize was mediocre. Spiker Protocol was mediocre. This is why I don't like Transforms that much on Guardian, although usually Pandora's box goes way better than that. I think it did help overall, but I might have been more inclined to take, I don't know, an Energy Relic after seeing how that went. And then I could have used shops to just remove cards as usual. That being said, we did function pretty well on only 3 energy. We were able to make plenty use of Stasis as well as the Mayhem, which did actually work out for us. Sometimes that backfires on me because I like the card too much, but knowing that it's basically an extra energy kind of helps you know its place. Getting it in play is part of the problem. You need to upgrade it most of the time. We also didn't use gem cannon as much as I thought we would. It did do a lot of damage once we got it going, and like, thanks to our vulnerable and strength generation. So, it didn't end up being useless, despite us having only, what, 3 gems for most of the run. The recovers I don't think were that amazing. Probably could have gone with just 1. I feel like we did a lot of damage with Thorns at the end of the game. I think Tiny Bowler Hat did a lot for us, honestly. So I think that was correct to take this. Just the general value is exactly what we needed. This I feel like worked out. We got 67 extra brace over how many combats? It looks like 4. 4 combats, so about 16 per combat. Wonder how much that got us into defensive. That would be a useful stat to add to this. 2 brace return, again, about the same as Spiker Protocol. Although, actually, without the Spiker Protocol, that's probably -1 or 0.75 or something, because this counts as a proc of this every turn. Without the Pandora's swap, I probably would have taken the what do you call it? The Clockwork Souvenir, actually, now that I think about it. Well, either way, I enjoyed this run. I think a lot of things that I think ended up working out, and that was very nice. So, I hope you enjoyed it watching it. If you did, I hope to see you in future episodes. So see you later. Thanks for watching.